What's going on, guys? I'm MarsBuilt and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock farm tutorial video. In this video today I'm going to be showing you how to make a simple addition to this moss farm that I recently uploaded on my channel. And that addition is going to make it to where you can pretty much put a micro farm on here and make all of the bamboo or sugarcane that you would like. So as you can see on the moss farm on the back here, we already have the new addition made to produce a ton of bamboo. And this farm pretty much works the exact same way as the old one. All of these chests here will store all of your moss and all of your moss variants. And you can decide whether or not those are storing it if you have these three levers locked or not. So if you want the moss to bypass this side of things, you can go ahead and lock these three levers. That's going to allow the moss to go further on the ice stream, going over here through the composters to be turned into bone meal. Then we have a secondary chest which is going to lock the bone meal, and you can leave this lever locked if you just want to gather up a bunch of bone meal for other tasks inside of your Minecraft world. Or if you want this farm to run automatically, then you could just hit that lever off and it's going to start bone mealing and auto harvesting all of the bamboo inside of here until that runs empty. Once that runs empty, then it's going to do it every single time that the farm produces enough moss to turn into bone meal, which is going to give you an infinite loop of moss and bone meal, which is basically going to give you an infinite loop of bamboo or sugarcane. If you want to change out this bamboo for, say, sugarcane, we could just go down here, flip up the trapdoor, remove that moss, put down some sugarcane, and now we have a fully automatic sugarcane farm. Everything's going to go down here inside of this chest. This farm is also going to have a simple upgrade here, which is going to produce a little bit more moss and moss variants for you. The reason why I did not originally add this on the original tutorial is because theoretically it does slightly increase the chances of the stone generators making cobblestone, and then of course that cobblestone, if it makes its way into the system, is not able to be turned into moss, and then it's going to have to be pickaxed out of here manually. So I was pretty much playing it on the safe side, but with a bunch of testing it does seem, as long as you don't unload this farm while it's running, that this does speed up the farm without creating any cobblestone. Now if you happen to miss the card that I put at the very beginning of this video for this moss farm tutorial, then it is going to be linked down inside of the description below. While you're down there, drop a like, it helps out the channel, and everything that you're going to need in order to make this addition to the moss farm is going to be down inside of the material list as well. The very first thing that you're going to do is go to the back of your farm and hit that lever to turn off your moss farm, and then we're going to go back to the front of it and we're going to start removing some of these chests. We're basically going to go to this hopper here, remove this hopper, we're going to remove all of these here, remove these over here, this hopper, this chest, and then pretty much everything below this. Hopefully you are going to take all of the moss and bone meal that's already pre-existing in here and put it up, that way none of it despawns. So once you remove everything, you should pretty much have two composters and then one hopper on the left hand side. We are going to take another hopper and put into that hopper, just like that. On this middle hopper here, we're going to take a double chest and we're going to place down a, not there, we're going to place a double chest here. One here, facing out this way, and then we're going to bring this all the way down until it gets to right here. Next we're going to take some hoppers. We're going to place a hopper here, a hopper here, a hopper up top going into that top chest, and then we're going to place a hopper down here and a hopper right here. So this is what you should have so far. Next, at the very bottom of the stack of chests, we're going to go to this one here. We're going to place down a button here. We're going to place down a stair here in this orientation. We're going to take two of your solid blocks and place them here, and then one solid block here. Then we can remove this piece of glass here. We're going to go down to this piece of redstone dust, place down a chest here and a chest here. Grab you some hoppers. We're going to place down a hopper here, a hopper here, a hopper here, and a hopper going into the top of this hopper, just like that. Then you can take you two pieces of mud block and place down mud here, and then a bucket of water and waterlog that stair. Next we're going to go to this chest here, and we're going to crouch place a piece of glass on top of it. We're going to build this to the left by 2, 1, 2. Then we're going to build this towards the back of the farm on each side, one here and one here. Then on top of this hopper, facing this direction, we're going to place a comparator on top of this hopper, a redstone repeater right here facing towards the right on a 4-tick delay. Then we're going to take redstone dust and bring this all the way down and around to here. Inside of this empty area here, we're going to place down a target block. You want to grab a dispenser and face a dispenser this direction on top of that target block. In the back of that dispenser, we're going to place a hopper here. We're going to grab us a chest and place down a chest here and a chest here. And then directly on top of this side of the chest, we're going to place down another hopper, going straight up into this hopper that's facing straight down. At this point, we can grab a lever, a regular piston, some glass, and also some solid blocks. We're going to go down to this glass block here, place you down a temporary block here, a solid block here, remove your temporary block. On top of this block that you just placed, you're going to place down a lever and turn that on. That's going to lock this hopper and also lock the redstone circuit. Grab your regular piston and go over to this solid block, place down that piston facing this direction. Then you're going to grab you some glass, and we're going to place 2 pieces of glass here, a temporary piece of glass here with a trapdoor orientated just like this so it flips up and down like so. Place you down another temporary block here, remove the bottom temporary block, place you 2 pieces of glass here and here, a piece of glass on top of this trapdoor, and then a piece of glass here and here, remove this temporary block. Now we're going to place 2 pieces of glass on top of this regular piston. We're going to build up the remaining glass here to match the same height as that glass. And then we're going to place in 2 pieces of glass over top of it like so. Now you're going to pick what you want to harvest first. You can pick sugarcane or bamboo for this specific farm, and you can place that in directly next to that dispenser. And then we're going to left click on this comparator as well to turn that into subtract mode and flip down this door. Now this add-on farm is pretty much all done, but before we fire this up, we do want to make the modification over here to produce a little bit more moss. So you want to go to this glass block here, replace this with an observer facing towards that piston with the arrow facing away. Then the glass block directly behind it, you're going to replace with a solid block, redstone dust on top. Come over here, you're going to place redstone dust here and here, a solid block on top here, and then a repeater here facing into that block on a 2-tick delay. And that's it. That's all you have to do to upgrade this. So let's go ahead and flip this lever and see if the farm works. And as soon as we turn that on, the farm's going to start producing bone meal. And you'll probably right away notice that a lot more of the moss starts to get crushed, and that is due to this upgrade here. You're not really going to notice a whole lot more coming out of the top side, but you will notice more coming out of the bottom here. So if we unlock all 3 of these, we should start to see moss going inside of this bottom chest, which we do. And then we can relock this, which is going to redirect it down here into the bone meal side of things. And since that hopper is locked below this chest, it's going to start accumulating the bone meal here. However, you don't have to wait for the bone meal to accumulate. If you turn this off, then it's just going to start running automatically and apparently not working correctly. And that is because I forgot an observer down here. So you're going to want to place an observer right here facing this direction with a piece of redstone dust here, and then that's going to start firing off that piston and working the way that it should. Maybe I should finish my entire first cup of coffee before recording a tutorial. Anyways, that's going to be it, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this add-on for your moss farm, and I hope that it produces a ton of moss variants, bamboo, sugarcane, and you can practically add all kinds of micro farms to this. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like and subscribe if you have not already done so, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!